Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a full talk through tutorial. So I have a couple minutes to get ready, and so we're just gonna start with these brows. As always, I like to start with my brows because they shape my face. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. It's about time for me to go get my eyebrows arched. I don't have to get my eyebrows arched that often because my eyebrow hair kind of grows in slow. So I'm just going to define them a little bit. Just like give them a little bit of shape by going over lightly with hair-like strokes. I really don't do much to my brows. I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Just kind of giving them a little bit of shape and filling in some of those sparse areas. Because on this brow I have a lot of sparse areas. Then I'm going to take the other side of that of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm just going to kind of lay down some of those hairs and make them where they're supposed to be. And now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Dark Cocoa, and I'm not going to take a brush. I'm just going to go right under my brow with some of this concealer. Put some of that on the back of my hand so I don't get too much. I'm just going to go right under my brow and right on top. This color is kind of close to my skin tone. That's why I like using this color. I said kinda, I didn't say it was close to my skin tone. So I'm just gonna line my brow. And as you can see, I have a very steady hand when doing this, so it doesn't take me that long. And now I'm just gonna take this flat brush from BH Cosmetics and blend out that concealer. And once that is all blended out, I'm going to loosen this headscarf because it is giving me a headache. Loosen my headscarf a little bit, make sure it's not in the way. I get ready to put on my foundation. Next, I'm going to color correct. I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Peach Luster color correcting stick, and I'm going to color correct. And I'm going to color correct around my mouth and like right there on my forehead and those dark spots that I have right there. And then I'm going to take just any simple foundation brush. This is an e.l.f. foundation brush, and I'm going to blend that into my skin. I color correct around my mouth because I have dark spots. Like around my mouth is the darkest area. And these two spots on my forehead, they always have like a gray cast whenever I do my makeup. So I color correct these areas here. And just blend those in. And as you blend, you want to make sure it kind of matches or blends directly into your skin. Into your skin. Just want to blend, 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 blend. And now I'm going to jump straight into not foundation. I'm going to prime my face. I'm just going to use my Becker Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. That was a lot that I just squeezed on my forehead. So I'm going to take some of that and come down on the sides of my face, you know. A little bit on my nose. I'm just going to buff, well, I'm going to smooth that over the skin. Because you don't want to rub this product into the skin too much, because it will tend to ball up on you. So I'm just going to smooth and pat that into my skin. And yeah, I go over that MAC Prep and Prime too because I tend to get oily in my smile lines and my laugh lines, you know. Now we're going to jump straight into foundation. Today I'm going to be using, well, as always, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I love this foundation. It is my holy grail. High-end foundation. My Holy and Drugstore foundation is the CoverGirl Queen Collection in Rich Mink. Minky, minky, minky. Now I'm just going to take a foundation brush and dot this all over my face. You want to make sure you get an even coverage of your foundation. So I'm just going to kind of sort of start blending with the foundation brush a little bit to make sure all of the areas of my face will be covered. And then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and make sure everything is really blended out. And also, you want to make sure you blend your foundation down your neck so you don't have that line of demarcation where it looks like you have on a mask. Now I'm taking my beauty blender. I'm just going to pounce this over my face and make sure everything is nicely blended. As you can see, I try not to put too much foundation under my eye because you know we're going to go in with concealer and we don't want it to be too cakey under there. And you want to make sure you blend that hairline really good. And I like to go over, well, today I'm going to go over my eyes with the foundation because I'm not going to be wearing eyeshadow today. You just want to make sure everything is nicely blended. You don't have any lines, dots, circles, or anything. You want to make sure everything is nicely blended on your face. And to do that, I'm going to go in, and to make sure everything is nicely blended, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And just like buff and stipple. And just to make sure. We can never be too careful. And especially around my hairline. Now I'm going to go with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Deep 1 Cafe. It's lighter than my skin tone, but it's not light to where my MAC Pro Longwear concealer is. I'm just gonna go in with some more concealer because we want this to be like wham bam, thank you ma'am, highlighted to the gods. Now we're gonna go in with the same beauty blender, just the other side, and dabbing motions go back and forth. And when you go in dabbing motions, it helps spread that product around so it's not just in one area. And it helps blend it more evenly when you go back and forth in dabbing motions. And you're not just dabbing in one motion like this. When you go back and forth, it helps blend your foundation better. So you're not just, not foundation, it helps blend your concealer better. And as you can see, I kind of have bags under my eyes. So I just like to go in directly under my eye, like right there. Put a little bit more concealer. No, you're not supposed to do that, but today I am tired. So I need this to look awake and open. I'm going to go right there with that concealer. And now I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm not going to bake them yet. I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm going to take this bronzing powder. I got this from Target. I don't know what brand it is, but I just use this powder to set my concealer on my face. That's all I really use this powder for, is to just set this concealer. I'm just going to set it up under those eyes, nice and pretty. Now we're going to go back in with our NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And we're going to highlight this forehead. And we're going to highlight this nose. That is a very crooked line. We're gonna highlight this nose. That line is still crooked, but whatever. We're gonna highlight this chin. And we're gonna highlight this cupid's bow. And I'm gonna take my same beauty blender and blend it out. Blend, blend, blend. You want to squeeze your beauty blender for your nose. And just go with little dabbing motions up and down your nose. You can actually swipe your nose. That blends it out so evenly. And now for your forehead, you just want to go in dabbing motions as well. And I'm going to show you blend this really nicely. Because you just don't want a nice circle dot on your forehead from where you put concealer up there. And now I'm going to go in with my Sacha Buttercup powder. I'm going to go in with my Sacha Buttercup powder and my beauty blender. And I'm going to bake my under eyes now. We're going to bake this face now. We're going to bake the forehead where all that concealer was. We're going to bake the nose. We're going to bake the chin. And now what I like to do now that my face is baking, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara and set these brows. Give them a little bit more definition and set these brows. Set them real nicely. I like to comb my front hairs up and then comb my back hairs down. Set those brows, make them look pretty. Now I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze and bronze my face. I don't really contour, I just bronze. I place these in the hollows of my cheeks with my knockoff NARS Etude brush that I got off Amazon for $2. I got this brush off Amazon for $2 and it works the same. I'm going to go in downward motions and upward motions up towards my cheek, towards that baking powder. And I'm also going to go down the sides of my nose with this. And I'm going to take a little bit and define that cupid's bow. It gives you a nice palette. Now, I'm going to go in with lashes because this is a very simple look today. So I'm going to be taking the Ardell Demi Wispies and my Duo Lash Glue. But see, the thing is with these Demi Wispies, I'm going to get the pair that I wore yesterday. And I put those back on. The trick is with these lashes is you have to cut off that inner corner because that inner corner is tricky. So I'll be right back. Let me go grab some scissors. I know I'm not supposed to use these type of scissors, but I'm going to cut off just that first little piece of inner corner because it is hard to stick. Just cut that piece right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the glue to the lashes so it can have time to get tacky if I can open my lash glue. Okay, there we go. I got it over. But yeah, I'm just going to apply the lash glue to the lashes. And I'm going to place it down so the glue can get tacky. And going to take the other lash and do the exact same thing. If you hear water running, my mommy's getting in the shower. Okay. And you want to make sure you get that inner corner and that outer corner. You want to make sure you get that with a lot of glue. Just leave a glob of glue on the inner and outer corner. Sorry, I wasted so much glue. Now I'm going to take my gel liner and I'm just going to do a thin line. I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Black is Black. I'm just going to do a thin line of liner across my top lid so we can disguise this lash band. We're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Uh-oh. Now, if you wanted to, you could wing that sucker out. But I'm not going to because I don't feel like it. And the brush I used was a MAC 208 brush. Now I'm just going to grab my lash tools. My lash tweezers. And I also have a pair of regular tweezers somewhere. They somewhere, y'all. I can't find them. But yeah, so now I'm just going to take the lash that goes on my right eye. I'm going to pick it up with my tweezers. Okay. I'm going to pick it up with my tweezers. If it'll stay. Okay, now it's stuck to my finger. See what I mean? I'm going to grab it in the middle. And I'm just going to drop it on my lashes. Now I'm going to put my tweezers down and I'm going to use my hand. I found my other tweezers, y'all. Okay, so I put some more glue on this lash and let it get tacky again because it didn't stick. So I'm going to put that lash back down and let it get tacky again. And I'm going to grab my towel. I had a towel. I'm going to grab my towel and wipe off that lash glue off my hands because it is making the lashes stick. So now I'm going to put out my other lash. With normal tweezers. And I'm just going to pop it on my lash line. And you guys, honestly, putting on lashes is extremely hard. I do up because I like the way it looks. But putting on lashes is really hard. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going to take some lash glue and put it right there so my inner corner can stick. And just like that. And you want to make sure it is stuck to your eye. Now I'm going to pick up that other lash and we're going to try this again. And now I have on my lashes. And now I'm just going to go in and dust off this powder now that my lashes are done. Just go in and dust off that buttercoat powder like so. Dust it and dust it. And as you're dusting, you want to kind of like sort of blend downward. So now we're going to move on to the rest of our face. I am going to take MAC's Stubborn Blush. This is my everyday blush. This is what it looks like. I'm going to take an e.l.f. stippling brush. I like to use stippling brushes because I don't pick up a lot of product. And I can just buff it lightly over the apples of my cheeks. And now I'm going to go in with my Lorac. Just I want to darken up my contour lid, so I'm going to a little bit. So I'm going to take my Shade and Light palettes by Kat Von D, and I'm going to take the darkest shade right here and just kind of go back in my hollows real quickly just to create a shadow. I need to blend that some more. And just create like a little shadow right there. I'm just going to put it like right there, like tap it right there. And then to clean up that contour, I'm just going to take some more of my Sasha buttercup powder and go under it and let it sit for a little minute. And just to clean up that contour a little bit. I'm going to let it sit while I highlight my face. Then I'm going to take my Lorac Tantalize. It has fingernail polish on it. It says bronzer, but I use it as a highlighter. I'm going to take this e.l.f. small stipple brush. And I'm just going to swirl it around in this little Lorac Tantalizer. And I'm just going to pop that right there. Right there. I'm going to put a little bit under my eye. Like right there. I'm just going to dab it. And of course, you know, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't LeBron James on my nose. You know how I like to keep it spot. And now we're going to dust away this excess powder down here on the cheeks. I'm just going to take your time in small circular motions to dust away this powder down here. And now that we look extremely powdery, we're going to take some Fix Plus after I finish dusting this away. And like get rid of this powdery look. And then I'm going to go in with another highlighter. So I'm going to reach over here and grab my Fix Plus, which is very low. And we're just going to spray it all over the face. And then I'm going to take my Missy Lynn palette from BH Cosmetics and a BH Cosmetics fan brush from one of their brush sets. And I'm just going to apply some more highlighter because I want to glow. I like to glow. And going in with that Lorac Tantalizer yet again, we're just going to take a blending brush, any blending brush, really doesn't matter, get some of that product on there, and just pop that in the inner tear duct. Because we really want to look glowy and awake and fresh. Now moving on to lips. I'm going to be using this Sephora lip cream. It is the Rogue lip cream, and I don't know what color or what number, but it's this purpley shade. And I'm just going to take the applicator first and line my lips. And then I'm just going to take some and fill it in. And I threw that on my bed because it goes in my purse. And I'm going to take a little bit of foundation and I'm going to clean up the edges of my mouth. I'm just taking the excess like off the top of the bottle and going under and in the corners of my lips. Just to clean it up just a little bit. I just broke my bronzing powder. Oh no. And it's also a matte lip cream. So it's going to dry matte. So it's not going anywhere. I'm going to take some, just one more swipe to give it a little bit more pigmentation. And I really like this color. I have several purple lipsticks, but I really like this color. So now we're going to move on to this hair. I think I want a bun today. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my bun. Yeah, I want to wear my hair up. So I just take all my hair and I flip it down. And I'm going to take my head scarf. And I'm going to use it to pull my bun. And just flip all my hair back. And make sure my hair is kind of flat and how I want it.
Posted in the back, diamond fangs in my grill. Brooklyn brim with my eyes sitting.